Okay guys, this is a quick little video here. As you can see, this is my GTX 280. Thing's getting a little old now, so I decided I would modify it. I like to run them semi-stock for a while, so that, well, especially cards this big, so that if it does have a manufacturer defect, I can send it back without too much of a problem. But it's run fine for a good year, so at like 65 degrees. So we're gonna bring her down. So what I've done is basically remounted the whole front heatsink, shaved down the mounts to where I was happy with, and cut up the back plate so that I could put these RAM heatsinks on. And I also redid the pressure thing so that the pressure is right on top of the core, like my other video cards, right where it should be. These still have some movement in them, so they're not actually pushing, the backplate isn't actually pushing on the card. The only spot pushing is right where the core is, so it pushes the core as close as possible to the stock cooler. It wasn't actually doing too bad. It was only doing like 65, 70, which for one of these isn't too bad. But my power chips were a little high, so I also did a central heat pad in there to help even out the pressure, because there's nothing to hold the pressure in, so the board could sag in the middle and lose tension. And you can't really see anything else. Changed all the heat paste in it so that it's got like Arctic Silver and a mixture. Actually, I didn't mix the two heat pastes together, but all the power chips have Arctic Silver on them because it's a little bit thicker and it will build better. And then under the core I used MX3 because it's a little bit thinner and it squeezes out a lot easier when you're doing very large cores, especially with caps on them. So I just wanted to basically document this, and if I'm not happy with the temperatures, then it's basically ready to put a Danger Den water block on it, because they don't cool the back, so I've taken care of that already. And the mount holes are completely open, so all the stock mount screws are still being used, so I won't have any problem mounting water blocks because all the screws are still there. So yeah, if it's not cold enough, I'm just gonna buy a water block, and if the card dies for some reason, then I'm probably gonna buy a water-cooled 285, 2 gig if I can find it. I would go for a 480, but apparently they're too hot and suck up too much power, so either a 285 or I'll wait for 485, which is probably going to be 2 gigs and 512 shaders, so it could be cool to wait for that. But yes, I'm going to plug this in and see how my power temperatures are with everything tightened down. Like I said, I shaved down the mounts on the main heatsink in certain areas, not everywhere. Like the front here was fine, so I kind of left that. Did the CPU, it could have sat a little lower. And also the back where the power chips were, there was a pretty good gap between the metal that's supposed to touch them and the chip itself, so I sanded it down so that they're pretty damn close to touching. With the pressure of this back pad, they probably do touch, so I'll see how it goes, and we'll see.